Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Factorio mod spotlight. I'm Exterminator, and thank you so much for joining me today. And in this spotlight, we are going to be covering a fairly old mod, actually, but I haven't actually covered it yet. Noxys Stack Size Multiplier mod. I've been having a bit of a hard time actually lately finding mods to spotlight, so I went back to several pages and found that this one had been recently updated, and I thought that it would be fun to spotlight. It's very simple, very straightforward. It basically just lets you change the stack size of all items. To clarify, it is just a general stack size changer. It's not like you can go in and change the stack size of each individual item separately, which would be really cool, but kind of ridiculous in a way as well. So it's in a startup setting. And for anyone who doesn't know, in the startup setting here, basically this means that you need to change this before you load into a game. So when you first load the mod, this is set to 20 by default. I changed it to 10, and any change you do in here, you have to do in the main menu when you're not inside of a map, and then it's going to require the game to restart. Once the game restarts, then you can go into your save or start a new game or whatever, and it will apply the change. So it will work on saved games. You just have to restart the game after you apply the change first, if that makes sense. So it's pretty straightforward. Basically, you can change it from... You can make it less, or you can make it more than default by quite a large amount. So it says you can use decimal values below 1 to reduce stack sizes. Actual stack size will always be at least one item. So it can't go less than 1, but if for some crazy reason you want to make it so everything only stacks to 1s, good luck with that, then you can do that. Basically, by reducing it all the way down to 0.001, and then you can go all the way up to 1,000. And this is pretty nuts because it basically just multiplies it by that amount. So just multiplying it by 10, because the default vanilla stack size is just considered 1 in this setting. So by multiplying it by 10, that means that everything that can be modified, there's some stuff that I guess can't be modified, but everything that can be modified will automatically stack 10 times higher, essentially, based on what I set. And then you can change this if you want to get a really OP, or it's your game, you can do whatever you want. So you can tweak construction robots and logistic robots to have the same multiplier applied to their payload settings. So if you're like, oh, well, it's just not good enough, maybe you are building a huge blueprint. So this is when it would be good if you're building some gigantic gigabase blueprint. You could change your construction bots to maybe carry 10 times the stuff, so they're not making a bajillion trips back and forth. They would still have to charge. But anyway, so there's that. So to show you, you can see in here that everything is stacking way higher. So copper plate, which I had the most of, is now stacking 939. It would stack to 1,000, or actually 2,000, because the default, I don't know if the default was 1 or 200. It must have been 100. And then I multiplied it by 10. Walls, you can see here, 548. It's 10 times whatever it would have been for the item, and obviously stuff stacks differently by default. Now, I was a little confused at first. As a last quick note here, when you make the change and load back in, it may not apply it until I had to click in my inventory, and then it condensed everything. It didn't automatically restack everything. So if it looks like it's not working after you apply the setting and restart your game, just click in your inventory or something, and that should kind of tell it to reset and restack everything properly. So I don't know, it's a cool mod, if you just aren't happy with things stack too high, things stack not high enough, or even situationally, like I said, with a huge blueprint or something with the robots. Or if you plan to go way far away from your base and build for an hour, and you want to stuff a bajillion stuff in your inventory without going back, or bringing a train, then you could just change the stack size. So there you go. That's a mod. If you have any questions and thoughts, leave them below. There is always a link to the mod in the at the mod portal in the description here. If you enjoyed, a like is appreciated. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications to keep up with all future content. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.